Hello and welcome back to Awesomenauts with Nagati. Today we're going to be looking at patch 2.9 of the Awesomenauts beta. New knots this time around, Nibbs. We're going to get right into Nibbs. We're going to look at her abilities first, then we're going to go over the patch notes a little bit. Wrap it up towards the end with, I don't know what, we're going to just ad-lib it at that point. Custom matches here so we can look at the upgrades, just kind of in general. We don't need to spend a whole match just looking over her upgrades or anything like that. We're just going to look at her upgrades at the start here, pick out a few that look nice, mess around with it, talk about the patch notes, and then wrap it up. I'm going to try to keep this one quick. So, Orb of Omicron, that's her first ability. It's a very good ability, it's my preferred of her two abilities. You throw out an orb, and you teleport to it. It's very good. Basically means that slows and snares and stuns really, well, stuns more so than the others, but they have more or less of an effect on you. Blue and orange berries. When exiting the Orb of Omicron, you gain Max Frenzy. Frenzy is her auto attack. I'm getting distracted by the announcer there. Auto attack. Each hit she does, she attacks faster, so that's pretty good. Increases the range. That's pretty self-explanatory. Plus 4 to 9 seems pretty large. Increases the damage. I believe that's only the damage when it pops at the end there, because that does damage, but going through knots does not do damage there. Your Orb of Omicron stays at its final position longer, plus 4 seconds. Removes the cooldown if you don't teleport. So, not sure what the point of that upgrade is going to be. Maybe there's a combination I'm missing here. Slows the knots hit by the Orb of Omicron. So, well, let's just grab the slow, because slows are always nice. We'll grab the Max Frenzy and damage, because why not? Next, wait. Yes, that sounds fine. Next ability is Fire Breath. You just stand still and shoot out some fire. I was going to wait to do that again to show you like this. Even if you're flying, you stay stationary. Although, flying is probably the wrong term, jumping. Even if you're floating. So we have extra damage over time. Damage, yes. Shield while using Fire Breath. Increases the range of Fire Breath. Reduces the cooldown of Fire Breath. And more damage if you have Max Frenzy. Let's just go with max damage on that. Frenzy. Can't see it very much here, but the more you attack, the more attack speed you get. And you have an upgrade here to increase the attack speed you get even more. Base attack speed increase of 10% plus 10%. I wonder if that's max value or per level. Having 4 stacks reduces the cooldown. Increases the duration. Increases the damage. Increases the damage over time. And adds a stun if you have no Dragon Frenzy. So the first hit you do. Kind of the opposite of Skull here. So let's just grab damage and attack speed there. That sounds like an interesting upgrade setup. So does Nibbs have double jump by default? Oh, I didn't know that. Oops. Well, I thought the sneakers here gave extra move. Whatever. I forget things sometimes. So red sneakers, you leave a permanent mini blaze trail behind you, which is rather interesting. I believe it only does damage over time. It doesn't have a slow on it. The rest of this is just default stuff. So let's just go try Nibbs out real quick. After a moment of showing off the abilities in action, we will take a look at the patch notes. Wow. So the Fire Breath does massive amounts of damage if you upgrade it. At base, I didn't really get a chance to show that, but it's not too impressive at base, but late game potential, Nibbs seems to be a very late game oriented knot. Just from the couple matches I played, figuring out her abilities and how they work. Not too effective against droids, though, it seems. No. Nah. Nah, we'll probably not be in pubs quite as much. Well then. Due to his change. We'll start going over that right now. No longer, his Weedlings no longer stay on the ground forever. They have a limit of 30 seconds. That's one of the first major changes. And that bot is seriously called Danix. Danix! Danix! Danix. Anyway, so it seems very... I believe they called her a ganker, but... Death. No, why not? I don't understand this knot too well. It seems like a really fun knot. I can't wait to try it out in the main client, but... so let's go over the rest of the changes. You kind of seen my inability to use the knot to an extent here. Ayla is dead. Ayla is dead. Her major change is, well, she has lifesteal on auto attack at base. You might think, oh, that's pretty good. And it is. It's alright. It's not bad. However, one, it doesn't increase her max lifesteal potential, because her lifesteal upgrade got reduced from 30 to 20. So her late game's the same, if you go lifesteal on auto attack. But otherwise, she got huge nerf in her rage. Her rage now does not do flat damage to herself, it does a percentage of her health. Which is very bad. It means she can't be tanky at all anymore. She has a limited rage span. She has, let's see here, only a couple seconds in it, really, without factoring in the burst of other knots. Which is a shame, because, you know, Tank Ayla was a really fun build. If you want to go tanky lifesteal now, you gotta go Clunk, and Clunk just isn't as fun. He's just too slow. Seeing the rage stacks at work here, just melting Scree. Or not Scree, Sentry. I don't pay attention to the Starstorm knots too much. And the Rage now deals a flat amount of lifesteal instead of a percentage of lifesteal. So two of the biggest nerfs they could have done to her Rage, they did. Because why not? She was competitively picked twice in the Alienware Cup. It's time for some nerfs. That's way too many times. How else are people going to pick knots like Coco like 30 times, you know? It's just... I don't get it. I really hope they go back on this. They change it before this goes live. Coco got a minor nerf. She got 50 less health. Her Blaze base power is down by 10%. Siphon Disruptor is down by 10%. And Disruptor slow power is... Wait. Oh, Disruptor slow is increased by 5%. I only glanced over that because they really are minor changes to Coco. Durple got price buffs across the board. A lot of his upgrades got 30 plus solar just chopped off the end of them, so it's going to be interesting to see if that really makes him more viable. He still has his weaknesses. He's just going to be stronger earlier. He's going to be a less expensive knot. So I like the direction that's going, even though Durple's kind of annoying. Froggy G, his Tornado does half as much damage, but it attacks twice as often. So just really some number changes there, just how it acts, I suppose. I don't really see that just getting rid of Froggy in general. So, his Weedlings don't last as long. Fertilizer now takes only 10 seconds instead of 15, which is good, because if it took half the time of the Weedling setup to actually get the extra health, it would be completely worthless. And they remove body collision, so you can't body block with Weedlings anymore. Spent half that match talking about Nibbs, so whatever. Leon, clones now automatically walk. Basic AI chip, which was the walking ability, it has been replaced with Runny Cheese, which increases movement speed in stealth if there's a wounded enemy, wounded constituting below 50%, like with Ayla's auto attack upgrade, near, and the movement speed increase is +3 movement, which is pretty good amount of movement speed. Clover of Honor now works on turrets. Okay. Hungry Sword now lifesteals a flat amount of health per hit, 25, and clones steal 12.5. Spike Tongue piercing damage reduced by 10%. Morningstar piercing damage reduced by 10%. So they're kind of reducing his tongue a little bit while kind of buffing his clones. So hopefully people pick clones more often. Or clones. The invisibility more often. Right off the bat. Penny got minor changed. Her energy pulse amplify damage won't increase with charges. It's now a flat amount. Her amplify damage from chicken in a lunchbox no longer scales with charges. It's just a flat amount. 10% at base for energy pulse now, and 5% per stage of chicken in a lunchbox. Raylan, time rifts no longer affect other time rifts. Scoop, Hammer of Frost has been reduced in collision size, which is good because it's a ridiculous collision size. Let's see what else we got here. Black Hole Sun. This is a big change for Sentry. It no longer will store indefinitely the damage. After 4 seconds of taking damage and getting Black Hole Sun up, it'll start to decay. And it'll decay until it reaches base damage, which I believe is 100 on that. Grenade Pour Ohm now removes Ted's body collision while Stimpak is active, whatever. Voltar got a couple changes. Happy Thoughts now increases max healing of wave, heal 25 per stage. Euphoric increases healing of healing wave when fully charged, up to 70 extra healing. Minor changes. They did make a note that they want to overhaul his skills at a later point, but these are just minor changes for now. So yeah, that's version 2.9 beta 1. Might get another video if there's major changes in the next beta. I probably will do a video when this version goes live. Other than that, stay tuned. We might have some stuff coming up here. Thank you for watching. Leave how you feel about these changes in the comments below if you feel like it. Interested in seeing how you guys think. But yeah, see you next time.